Hi friends. So today what we're going to do is we are going to draw an octopus. So let's see the supplies that we need. We need crayons. Oh, we don't need the markers. We need crayons and watercolor. Also some water because it's watercolor. Okay. And I also have my whiteboard here. And we need a half a paper to draw on. So if you don't have a whiteboard, use a scrap paper to practice draw. Okay, so the first thing, let's learn how to draw a octopus. So octopus, what we're going to do is we're going to put the paper in the portrait style, and then you can draw the octopus anywhere you want on the paper. So if you put it too close to the bottom, the only problem would be there won't be enough space to draw the tentacles. Okay, so I'm going to put it over here. You can put it over here or on the top like that. Okay, I'm going to start with a oval shape. Okay, it doesn't have to be an exact oval. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a small triangle. This is for guide, it's like a guideline. Okay, a small triangle under, and then from there I'm going to make some squiggly lines for the tentacles. Okay, if you want one more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many tentacles do they have? 8? I don't know. So let me put 1 like that here. Okay. Then now we are going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line like that, like this. Okay, we are going to convert. I'm just going to draw it like that. Remove this, the inside part, and we are going to extend these inside, and we're going to mimic those the tentacles that you made. So draw parallel lines. Parallel lines are like they'll be mimicking the first line. So I'm just drawing a parallel line here. So these, the base of the triangle can go. So the parallel lines usually don't meet at any point, but towards the end you need to meet. Okay, towards the end of the tentacle you need to meet. So the rest would be like parallel lines. Okay, so then the eyes would be, so this is how it will. Okay, so you erase the guidelines, the triangle portion. Can you see how it turned out? You can add the eyes here. Okay, and then maybe it's the suction like things on some parts. Okay, the part that is in front you won't be seeing, the side part you would be seeing, so only on the sides. Okay, maybe you can add some oval shape or a circle on the top. So this is how you draw a octopus. So we will now switch over to the paper and draw it on the paper. So now let's draw this on the paper. So the paper I'm putting in the portrait style. It's up to you if you want to put it in the landscape style. That also works, okay? But your octopus won't be having like long tentacles. Instead you could have curled up tentacles for your octopus. Okay, so let's start with the oval shape. I'm going to put it this way. So the first step is the oval shape, and then a triangle, right? And then these two lines like that. These are all guidelines. A little bit longer. Try to make the thickness of each tentacle the same size. One, two, three, four, five, six. 6. 7. 8. Right. Now let's turn this. Erase this part. And these lines on the bottom of the triangle. Okay, so then the sections, right? Like small C's. This is the back from, you're seeing from the other side, so what is this part called? Let me see if there is a name for that. that is through which they eat. Siphon. I don't know. Okay, so the octopus, you are done drawing the octopus. So what we are going to do next is we are going to outline it. Okay, so if you have what is it, permanent marker, you can outline with this, or what you can do is you're going to take a black crayon, make it pointy, and then outline this. Okay, I'm going to use my Sharpie. And now the part that you see, only the part in this front part, you'll be there'll be no tentacles, only on the bottom. Okay, okay, one last one. I'm going to make lines like that. So these lines you can either make with, we're going to make a purple and blue octopus maybe, or purple and red octopus, maybe that's the, so you can use these lines make these lines with a purple crayon. Okay, maybe I'll go over these lines with the crayon later. Short lines. Okay, I'm just erasing the unwanted. You guys, if you used a permanent marker, you can erase, otherwise don't erase, it will smudge your crayons, right? So I'm just erasing, and then I will go over the thing with the some bubbles, you could say. And the water. Okay, I'm going to take the crayons. We said we are using purple and red, right? So let's use purple. I'm going to use purplish red to make the lines, or maybe the suctions with the purple. No, suctions with the purplish red, and these lines with purple. If you want, you can draw a small line. It's like this to show the mouth, but you don't see it like that. Just to make it look cute, I added that mouth, okay? I'm going to put the suctions. I'm using this red. Here the dots, maybe you can, inside the dots, you can put a little bit of white. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, now put these things away. Now take the watercolor and water. I'm going to take, you said we are going to use red and purple, right? So I'm just going to put some water in red and purple to wake the colors. Swirl this so that it wakes. I'm just going to put some red in places like that. Some parts, not entirely. Okay, now I'm going to swirl in purple. Now I'm going to fill in those areas that we didn't fill in earlier. I'm not painting over the red part, okay? The parts that I'm only painting the parts that I didn't paint before. If there is a little spot left, maybe you can go over that. See here. Trying to go along the lines. Especially, you need to be careful when you are painting the tip. Got a tie-dye look. Can you see? The red, this red is really light, so that's how it will look when you are done with the octopus. It's better for you guys to leave it to dry a bit before you start the background, or you can color the background entirely with crayon. Let me try painting the background. So I'm going to add a few drops of water in blue. Swirl it. Yeah. So each time your brush is dry, dip in water, dip in paint, and then continue your work. Dip in paint, dip in. So here I'm going to go along this. I don't want. So if some paint gets on the octopus, it will look like purple, because purple is a color you get by mixing blue and red, right? That's why we chose. You need to be careful here. Okay. So those parts, the parts nearer to the octopus, you're just going to paint with the paint. Don't dip much in water. See, some of the paint is getting still wet. I'm trying to finish this, not waiting. That's the reason it's bleeding to the next color. So it would be a good idea to wait and then make an outline and then paint. Just see that your brush is on the tippy toes and you're painting very carefully with only the tip of your brush when you are painting near to the octopus. When your brush is dry, dip it in water and then you can dip it in the paint. If you used crayon to outline your octopus, that would act like a fence and not allow the paint to spread. But because I wanted to do this super fast, I used the permanent marker and that is not helping me. That's one reason I ask you guys to use the crayons. So we are almost there. This is because the octopus has a lot of tentacles. You need to be a little bit careful when you're painting because, but once you're done, it will look really nice. So, and with that, we are done with the project. So before you put away the brush, wash the brush. It's like washing the tip, it's like, what is it? It's like sweeping the floor, right? Suddenly I'm feeling so sleepy. And wipe it on the container and then leave it on the side. Let it dry before you close it. Okay. So, and I would like to see how your octopus turned out. So what I want you guys to do is write your name in this dry down over here, name and your grade and your room number, and email me your picture along with your school name so that I can see how this turned out, and then I can start collecting your art for the virtual art show that we may have this year. So till we meet next time, bye bye.